Yale has always prided itself on turning out lawyers who were more equipped to start practicing law than anywhere else. And that's why I teach appellate advocacy, because it's a hands-on class that teaches lawyers how to practice appellate law. And so when you get the opportunity to take a case like this, I can do the case and then take what I've learned there, experience I've had, and use them in the classroom, which I've certainly done this fall teaching appellate advocacy. I do think, for me at least, it's important to keep my hand in.
Yeah.
And I use that. I can give you one example. You teach them about standards of review, which is critical to appellate courts, how they review, what standard they use to review what the trial court does. And it's sort of an esoteric subject. The students sometimes don't understand how important it is. And I can tell them a story. When I argued this case in the California Supreme Court, I was about 30 seconds into it, interrupted by my first question by the Chief Justice, who said, "Mr. Selmi, will you tell us what standard of review we should apply in this case?" So that when you can tell the students that, they tend to get the idea that this is more important than they might have otherwise thought. There really wasn't environmental law when it started out. There was nuisance law and a few scattered statutes, and now we have this huge body of statutory law that forms the basis for environmental law, and that's at the federal level, and then at the state level you have a corresponding body. So it's been from almost nothing to a burgeoning area of regulation, and thus a burgeoning area of practice. There is a significant bar in California that practices environmental law. The state bar section of environmental law, I was the chair of that back in the 80s. The county bar has a section, and so it's just a very active area. A co-author and I edit a 6-volume treatise on California environmental and land use law. That's the basic source for California law, for judges and things like that. So we've done that. I have a state environmental law treatise that's used that way as well. And I have a case book in land use that's for students. The rest of it has tended to be articles published in law reviews, some practice-oriented, some theoretical. My most recent one was published in the Stanford Law Review last year. That was a more theoretical article on sort of the transformation of land use regulation. One of my articles was cited extensively once in the 8th Circuit, and we were very happy about that, and the case was promptly reversed by the U.S. Supreme Court. So there it goes.